Almost laughable. Oh. Yeah, okay. Aha, now we go there. I see.
Good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Okay, haha, silence. I don't need your sarcasm right now.
Keep holding, keep holding.
I'm supposed to climb up again? Gaia Prime. Okay, hold on. What's over here? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Oh my god. You startled me, Silence. Why are you here now?
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability.
Does that matter?
The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
You what?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module.
Oh.
Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
That's a lot of responsibility.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice.
Oh no.
So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
But okay, so Hades know about all the humans, the tribes, the culture. Why would Hades then still want to destroy the world? Right? Unless someone programmed it into him, like Travis Tate.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Oh, great.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Yeah, why did you betray them?
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Oh.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
This is... Yeah, he's part of the reason why Hades is alive again, I guess. He built up the whole cult, but I mean, we can't blame him because he didn't know at the time, right? He just wanted to learn. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge?
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh,
What?
no problem. Silence. Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
I like Silence. He's so calm, even when others judge him, like I did. He's just super calm. I mean, there's not much that can be done that he can do, so there's no reason to get upset.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine. Define timeline. Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundom's reign. Define Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Oh, so sly.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it.
Oh my god. What have you done, Silence?
They're coming. Preparations are complete. Ah, loosened Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you. What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing.
Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Oh my god, Hades. Hades can play. Jeez. Oh, that's his lance. Silence's lance. Would that replace my spear? Okay. Yeah, it replaced my spear. Master override. Intercepted transmission. Okay, can I not listen to this?
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Quantum
Data
processing.
has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Oh my god, Helis is so gullible. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Okay, how do I get down? How do I get down? Oh. So we need to go back to Meridian, I suppose. Tell Avad. What are we doing? Why are we telling Avad again? Oh, so they can fight with me. Okay. That makes so much sense. Yeah, and my Nora friends are also in Meridian, so that's good. Triple shot. Faster reload while using concentration. I've never tried double shot. Okay, whatever. What about the logs? Elizabeth Sobek's logs? It's still under repair. Great. Do I just want to fast travel to Meridian, actually? I think we should. Oh my god, it's so far away. Yep. Oh, the loading screen to Meridian always takes very long. Oh, damaged file repaired. Oh, the other ones are still under repair. Sobek Journal 11-1964R. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway, reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old science fiction vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed, prefab modules. Fingers crossed we'll never have to seal ourselves in here, not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designing ZD Project Labs, drawing Zero Dawn project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we are repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crews already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me with all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched on display, tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded this presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at Zero Dawn site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson. 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pacific Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the Zero Dawn site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect Mark 1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6 T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.1.0 T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38 T record. MIE can go hang, sleep. Wait, this is before they found the candidates and presented the truth to them. So, there were extraction teams, they just snatched them off the street and carted across the world, held in cells. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's not how you treat scientists, is it?
Nothing like taking a breath on a long day.
Oh my god, these people are so oblivious to the imminent threat. We can only hope Avad believes me, because this is crazy. This whole story is a little bit crazy.
These damn Osirons.
And where are the Nora? Let's go left this time. Hey.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Okay, okay. Isn't it very late already? Don't you need, sleep?
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
Aaron!
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused.
Wait, what behavior?
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Oh, probably his implication that I should stay at the palace, implicating that I should be his consort or something.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
I thought you wanted to know everything. My goodness. Errand!
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Murad?
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me?
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Okay.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Okay, my friends are there. Okay, I'm not sure about my friends. No, I think I can call them my friends. I do think.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Oh, okay. What? Why am I sleeping at Olin's place? What?
I'm afraid all we can do is wait. Get some rest at Olin's apartment. Or tend to other matters.
Sobek Journal 71665R. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and a master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 0430. Oh yeah, Ted was the one who wanted a master override. Okay. Ted. Well, you had a very good foresight, but why the hell did you kill all the project leads? And turn off Apollo? What the hell? So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to Zero Dawn. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute, with a poem of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. And it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, it's hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to Zero Dawn. Guess I should stop by Naoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Oh my god, reading those journal entries, it's so sad. There are 3 objective markers, right? Oh, 1, that's Olin's house, okay. 2, 3. We should go look at the ridge first, then go to the spire, meet the Nora.
Derval in the transport to Mainspring.
Oh, another file repaired. Nope, it's the same file. Okay, it's the same file. Which one? I think this one is the ridge. Defending the city. But I don't know anyone here, right? Erend is with the Nora at the spire.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
It's not what I imagined.
Nothing.
Boy,
Out with it, woman.
it's decent.
Forget I said anything.
City safe.
You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
What does that have to do with anything? Oh, it's you. That's nice.
Can't carry more.
Oh, why are you here, Tab?
As Sunhawk
Aloy.
of the Lodge.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Oh, Aloy, you're so optimistic. Or are you just putting up a brave face for the Nora? Actually, shouldn't you be at the spire, Tab? Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for Zero Dawn stuff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't blue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn.
The Sun King.
Wow.
Unbelievable.